could the stock market chaos get worse?
I don't want anything to go down, but sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something.
Stock markets have been in a panic since the start of April. Ever since Donald Trump unveiled his latest and biggest round of tariffs, investors have been scrambling to sell. Initially, they hoped the tariffs would mostly be a negotiating position, that many of them would be rolled back quite swiftly.
I think it's a bad look right now.
But it's dawning on them that America's president might really have meant it, and that the world might be at the start of a hugely damaging trade war, perhaps a recession. And so share prices have plummeted everywhere, although they stabilised a bit on April the 8th. What's especially worrying is that we're seeing the prices of some assets that you'd expect to do well during a panic actually falling instead. So for example, over the past few days, the gold price has fallen sharply, and the price of American Treasury bonds have fallen sharply as well. What it seems that we're seeing here is that investors and hedge funds are getting hit by margin calls. That's when their bank calls them up and says you need to stump up some cash to cover a loss-making position. What happens when they get that call is that they don't necessarily sell the assets they want to sell, they sell anything they can sell to raise cash. So we may be seeing forced sales here of gold and treasury bonds, assets that otherwise investors would like to hold at moments like this. When that dynamic occurs, you can see it become self-fulfilling, where the sales investors are forced to make pushes the market down further and leads to even more margin calls. For now, that selling would need to get a lot worse before it became a crisis. Already though, traders expect significant volatility to carry on over the next few weeks. You can see this by the insurance premiums they're paying to protect themselves against big swings in the stock market, in bond yields, and in exchange rates. Now, when those measures go up, and they've soared over the past few days, you often get risk managers at banks and hedge funds tapping their traders on the shoulder, saying market risk has gone up enormously, you need to offload some of your riskiest positions to protect yourself from potential losses. But if this happens at lots of institutions at once, and lots of traders are looking to sell at once, it can make the market falls a lot worse. What could bring all the chaos to an end? Well, certainly, if America's president decided to roll back his tariffs and bring the trade war to an end before it had really begun, that would calm markets down. For now, though, that seems quite a remote prospect. In other words, if investors are frightened, they have every reason to be.